Alright, welcome back guys to MMG. Let's talk about Bitcoin and cryptos a little bit. First of all, I'm gonna talk about this new Fed coin, and no one should be surprised. I will also cover some TA on Bitcoin. Why the hell not? First of all, this is more of an educational channel on trading and listening to me rant and give you guys my own opinions. I could be completely wrong. Consult your financial advisor before trading, investing, or anything. Trading, extremely volatile, extremely risky. Do not invest in anything you're not willing to lose or lose sleep over. Have stops in place, emotions out. Crypto is extremely volatile. I'll cover TA once I'm done talking about this. So the Fed wants to hire a digital currency research team. You know, maybe one of you guys should go apply for that. You know, put in a little back door, a little Trojan horse. Anyways, yeah, I mean, listen, guys, they want a cashless society. That's been the game plan for them for a very long time. And why is that? Well, if they have negative interest rates or zero, which is essentially negative, the money you keep in the bank, it loses value. Instead of, you used to, and not too long ago, whenever you kept money in the bank will give you interest for, giving them your money so they could hold it for you. Because what banks do is they take your money and then they go and invest it. And a perfect example of that, go on my Instagram. I just posted a South Park video. It's pretty funny. And watch that. And it'll give you guys a good example of what banks really do. Well, so they take your money, right? They'll also fractionally reserve lend it out. Meaning, whenever you get a mortgage, right? Let's say you get a mortgage for a $300,000 house. The bank really only needs $30,000 to lend you like $300,000. So essentially, they made $270,000 into existence. It didn't exist. Now it exists. Right? And the problem with all of that is you have to pay it back with interest. Now, they just made money out of thin air. Where is the money going to come from to pay it back and the interest in the entire economy? So let's say you have a small economy, right? You have a town. And people invest their savings into the local bank in the town. And let's say it's $1 million, right? People's savings. Now the bank could go and lend $10 million out because the reserve is $1 million. And this is fractional reserve lending. Okay, so then the bank lends out $10 million to the people who deposited $1 million into the bank in the first place. Now those people have to pay back $10 million. Where's the $9 million going to come from? So let's say they're productive and they could pay back more, right? But not just do they have to come up with $9 million to pay back to the bank. There's interest on it. And, let's say in a few decades it doubles, and now they have to pay back $20 million. So the depositors to the bank deposited $1 million. The bank loaned out $9 million, $10 million in total. With interest in the next decade, the public has to pay back to the bank $20 million. Does that make sense? Or $18 million. So that's why it's a Ponzi, okay? I literally just explained the entire global financial system in like 3 sentences or like 5 sentences. That's how simple this shit is. And you watch all these there's some YouTube channels like Real Vision, whatever, and everyone in the financial world, if you've ever noticed, they're always using big words. They never talk about the macro. They always talk about the microcosm of aspect of things. and they're always using big words, and they sound fancy schmancy, and the average person just, cannot understand what they're saying. And there's two reasons for that. One, yes, they're smart and they do know all the words and the meanings behind the words, and you could articulate yourself better and uh, transfer information better, but only if the receiving person on the other end actually understands the higher level of vocabulary, the financial vocabulary. All right. And it really annoys me. I understand what they say. I understand the words meaning. But honestly, all of it is just it's so over the top. And it's the same with like accountants and everything in finance. They overcomplicate everything. They make up new terms, new words, new vocabulary, and that's how they create for themselves jobs, and they convince the public that they are experts. In the public, you can never understand what's going on. So just give me your money, let me manage it, let me do whatever with it. And trust me, I sound really smart. My vocabulary is really, really big. All right. I know like thousands of words of the financial market. And, that's why they go to the Ivy League universities. It's really just to learn new words. And they overcomplicate themselves as well. But same with economics. They have all these theories and tools and formulas, and it's just all bullshit. It really is. I mean, what I just told you guys, that little example, is pretty much everything, except you could apply it differently to different assets and then just make up new financial engineering, make up new ways to collect interest and leverage everything. That's all everything is, really, in the end. So, it's coming, guys. They want a cashless society. This is not good for Bitcoin. This is not good for any cryptos, any private cryptos that have been created in the recent few years, right? And this is what I was worried about. This is what I warned about ever since the beginning. I'm like, listen, guys, this sounds great if it works. But if the private sector doesn't work and they get somehow regulated to death or somehow stop it, then what they're going to do is they're going to coerce it, and their crypto is definitely not going to be decentralized. Absolutely no anonymity. There'll be anonymity for them, but not for you. That's the point. And you'll be tracked, traced, and databased, which is just hell on earth. I mean, every little thing you do will be known, will be like collected information, and then it'll be used against you if you piss anyone off. Like me making videos, probably gonna be used against me in the future. Whatever. God's on my side. I don't care. Life's short anyways. And I'm not a sellout. So what else? Again, negative yielding debt and negative interest rates. So you will be trapped in their system and in their currency, their new crypto, and inflation could run rampant, and there's nothing you could do about it. Nothing. Because you can't, even if you take their crypto and try to buy things with it, like, they know, and then they're going to tax you on that as well, and then confiscate your shit. If you go and buy metals with it, with their current, they're going to know about it, right? You're literally a rat in a cage. Like, it's over. It's worse. You don't want to live in that world. I'm telling you. And all the masses, the sheep, not even they will be able to ignore it. They will be also miserable. Even the people who work for the state, they will also be sheep and slaves. And everyone's going to be miserable, except like a handful of people, a few thousand people at the top. But everyone else, you're just full-blown slave, modern slavery. I mean, you already are right now, but that is just, if they could pull this off, which they're going to try to, they're gonna run this out. They're gonna. This is their plan probably now. When the entire system falls apart, they're like, "Oh, it's okay. We came up with a new, with our own crypto. Just this is stable, whatever." They might back it in the beginning with maybe some metals, maybe with other things, and then again they will depeg it later on, a few decades from now. They'll take the pegs back off, and then they'll back to the same old, right? Endless debt, endless printing. They siphon off all the money. Meanwhile, they tax you through inflation. Inflation is a stealth tax. That's why they don't talk about it in schools, public schools, or universities anymore. So, because it's a hidden tax that slowly creeps every day. You just become more poor, and they take your money. They slowly rob you, and that's why they want to do this, and that's why every other state is doing this. Now, this is bad news and good news, okay? For at least the West and the U.S. and Europe. China is already rolling out their own crypto, their Fed coin. And, but the problem is in the media, in the social media, everything is so censored that the average person in the West has no freaking idea what's going on. But let's say people do find out, and they see what happens to the Chinese people and how enslaved they're about to become. I mean, they're already, living in some dystopian Orwellian hellscape with hundreds of millions of cameras with facial recognition. You can't travel if you even text or send any message talking about Winnie the Pooh, right? Or any dissent. I mean, this is how they're living, right? They have projectors on their faces, guys. I mean, this is Blade Runner. And I told you guys, Blade Runner is the future, except probably worse. And, the world's going to see how horribly this is going to work out for the Chinese. Again, though, I mean, the masses are so dumbed down. They're just going to go with it. I don't know, guys. I don't want to be a Debbie Downer, and I don't want to be a doom and gloom person. I really don't. It's just they will not stop. The name of the game is control. And they want to micromanage every little aspect of your life. And I would rather be dead. That's why I don't care. And I'll just say it. I'll just keep speaking the truth until, And I hate technology. I really wish I lived in the 50s or something. I don't care, guys. I'd rather have freedom than laptops and computers and videos. And I mean, it's great that we could share information and, I could run an online business, this and that. But I mean, in their world, they're going to, shut me down eventually anyways. So, yeah, look at this. China bans anti-blockchain sentiment as it prepares for launch of state cryptocurrency. And, there's idiots out there, moon boys, right? Talking their book, talking their bags, who are like, this is great for crypto and Bitcoin. No, it's not. You think the Chinese people are going to like cryptos once they're forced to use their governments? No, they're not going to trust Bitcoin either or anything. They already don't. They already can't even buy Bitcoin. That's why the price isn't going up until Tether pumps it. All right, guys, which is not the Chinese people, okay? China ramps up blockchain, not Bitcoin narrative, calls for prudent regulation. Yeah, and it's going to be highly regulated. It's going to be worse than fiat digital currencies, basically. Because all fiat, Chinese. If you didn't know, on mainland China, they already is a cashless society. They pay everything with their cell phones. So it's really no different, except it's blockchain, which is a digital ledger, and it can be made quick, and it's data collection essentially. That's what blockchain is, guys. Let's talk about Finex. You know that video I made? I mean, this is literally like taken from the clip from Degrassi Tyson. Did you watch my video? And then Robinhood. Like I said, that's for millennials and kids. I don't trade on there. Obviously, you could just print your own money using leverage on Robinhood. It's hilarious. It's like using a controller, up, right, left, A, B, and then you get the code to just print endless money on Robinhood brokerage account. I'll talk about. There's a lot of important stuff I need to talk about for the economy and everything, the global market and the repo market and the banking sector. I'll talk about and bonds. I'll talk about that in my next video. But the guy who if you guys remember, Bitfinex lost 800 million, and they actually went after that banker down in the, I think, Caribbean or somewhere down there. You know where the shell corps are, where everyone hides their money. And there's a bank down there that actually funded Tether, and they arrested that guy. So Tether issuance in 2019 moved Bitcoin price 77% of the time. A new study just came out, which is what I've been saying for a year now, right? What else? Where is that Tether? So here's another article. Bitcoin 2017 surge caused by single entity, basically Bitfinex and Tether. And recently, the guy from Crypto Capital, something like that, whatever it was called, he was arrested. And he's probably going to chirp like a bird. And the rest of the Tether gang is probably, they're going to get taken out. So the question is, are they going to just keep pumping the price anyways? Are they just going to keep going? I mean, I think it's incredibly stupid unless they took Tether and they gave it to third parties and they're doing it. And then, that also is in line with the BitMEX scandals. I don't know, guys. It's beyond me. All I know is just massive, like, cartel money laundering and whale group and just fraud and, like, the toxicity needs to leave the crypto space. If you guys want any hope of Bitcoin making it in the long term. And that's my opinion. I'm just speaking my mind. I don't care, right? I don't make money off of cryptos. I have this YouTube channel. I make like $100, $80 a month. And that's it. Like, I don't shill. I've never shilled anything in crypto ever. Never took a damn penny or a dime or a nickel. What else? Like, you guys have to understand, a lot of the crypto people in the crypto space, their livelihood kind of depends on the price going up. So, know the bias. That's the bias. My bias is not that I lost money shorting Bitcoin. I really don't care. I mean, I do. But it's okay. I'm going to short it again. I'm going to make it back. You'll see. It doesn't matter because the mining stocks have made me so much as of late that I took the hit, and it's fine. It's part of trading. It's part of investing. That's what happens when you use too much leverage. My trading calls were great. I just used too much leverage personally because I was greedy. And when you become pigs get slaughtered. Remember that. When you pig out, you're going to lose your money. And I pigged out. I had a couple good shorts. They made me a bunch on Bitcoin. Then I leveraged the hell up, and then just one Tether spike, and I was done. So here's the monthly chart of Bitcoin. It's on a 3 count to the downside. I have yellow candles. Yellow candles means it's overextended. On the monthly, this is monthly, so every candlestick's a month. This pattern, as you can see, these wicks. Look at these wicks. Look at this. It's like an algo or whales. They pump the price, they take profit. They pump the price, take profit. 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 It's literally a very well orchestrated pump and dump. The largest in the world it's ever seen. Well, I don't want to say that, but because it's the stock market, But yeah. And market cap wise, Bitcoin's not big. There's companies right now, 514 companies, growth stocks, and that are way worse. It's just that, they're more, they actually have products, so people trust them more. Anyways, some entity sold their Bitcoins right up here. They pumped the price with Tether, sold their Bitcoins up here, went on other exchanges, fiat to crypto exchanges, sold their Bitcoins, right? And grabbed the fiat. That's what I think is happening. And you could do that for laundering as well. So that's not good for the crypto space. For you moon boys who keep saying, oh, you're a fudster, stop talking about it. Why are you so negative? It's because this shit will destroy the market. Because I'm honest. You have to understand, honesty and integrity is the number one thing in finance and markets. Trust is the number one thing. Oh, Bitcoin's trustless. Yeah, but no one trusts the price because of the manipulation. And this shit has to end. And it would be good for the market. Short term, will it crash the price? Yeah, probably. It could fall to like 1800. I wouldn't be surprised if it does. But still, it's better than having them in the space and constantly doing this, because there could be a run on the fiat to crypto exchanges, and they're not going to have the fiat to pay out all of the withdrawals. And then that's how banks blow up, and that's how exchanges blow up. All right? And that's what's going to happen if they're printing tethers out of thin air, pumping the price, and then selling the Bitcoin at a higher price and grabbing the fiat from the other exchanges. Essentially, fiat is leaving the crypto space, and the price is artificially sitting high. It's just a giant bubble Ponzi kind of scam, right? And then one day there'll be no more buyers, and then it falls by like 90%. And not just that, it ruins the confidence, and it's just gonna keep gaining worse and worse reputation. It also opens doors for the feds to come in and just do whatever they want, and it gives them an excuse, and people are just gonna be okay with it. And then there you go. There's the co-op. I'm just being honest, okay, guys? And then there's the fundamentals, the scalability, and everything else. I don't even want to get into it, because honestly, I haven't been paying attention. All I know is I'll know if it's great because everyone's going to be talking about it, but no one's talking about it, so I know it's not great. And the monthly looks negative. Maybe a little more upside. I don't know. It's just... All right, the weekly. Well, let's take a look at the oscillators on the monthly. It's overextended on the monthly. So long term, I do expect the price to continue falling. I think it's neutral. The MACD could cross to the upside, but if you look at it, it's not... It could cross to the upside and then just fall back down. I think that's what it's going to do. Momentum, it's to the downside, but I don't know. Very neutral on the weekly. This moving average that crossed below the 128, so the 52 dropping below the 128. It's probably just the 100 because I changed the MA settings. This is kind of negative. I mean, if this moving average, the 52-week moving average, can't cross back above the 100, price should dump. Let's take a look at the daily. And again, remember, I'm doing TA, but again, they pump the price, so TA doesn't exactly work So again, there will be no more speculators. The traders are eventually going to leave because they're all going to get wrecked from these tether pumps and dumps. So it's also another bad thing. It's another negative for the entire crypto market if all the traders get wrecked. There'll be no price discovery. Oh, but there'll only be hodlers and they will never sell. I guarantee you they will panic at some price. And not just that, they're going to have to sell to live. And if the financial market falls or inflation starts running high, people are going to sell their crypto to buy food and things they need, right? To live, pay rent, but pay mortgage, utilities, food, buy cars, gas, This is a bull flag, I get it. On the daily here, this is it's a bull flag. Well, it's a pennant, really. A bull flag needs to trend a little bit down here. But here's the deal. I mean, it might test the 52-day moving average. It breaks below the 100-day moving average. It should hit the fan. And it should drop in a big way again. I do see a bullish cross right now. So on the daily, might be a little bit of upside, a little bit, but looking at the RSI, looking at the momentum oscillator, MACD, TM squeeze, NVT, all of these, looking at all these oscillators, it looks like it's about to cross to the downside. I mean, it's overextended to the upside. So this could just break down, and guess what? We'll get that infamous Bart pattern, Bart Simpson head pattern. So nothing's changed. Maybe the authorities will finally go after him. A lot of them will get scared. They'll stop doing it. Then the price should dump for the tether, right? Manipulation. 12 hour. There is a green Ishimoku cloud. My candlesticks are light blue, so it's another buy signal. I don't know. We could say the 12-hour is neutral, so maybe a little more upside. I do not think the price will go above 9,800. Although, I don't know, right? They might tether pump it to get it back above 10 grand. So, extremely hard to trade. 4-hourly chart. I don't know. Very neutral. Like, what is this? It's just trading sideways. So they're supporting the price. There's probably an algo right now, like a high-frequency trader just skimming everyone's trades. And the volume has been dropping. Google searches have been dropping. Twitter, people talking about it, been dropping. Overall sentiment and interest from the retail investors dropping. We had backed launched. Nobody cared. Institutional money, they don't like it. They don't trust it. They probably see what I see and know what I know because it's pretty obvious. And just by looking at the charts, extremely obvious, right? That's just that there's all these legal things. That's all public. They know about it. They know about Tether. All right. That's pretty much it for now. Check out all the links below my video. Smash some likes. Leave anything in the comment section. And these are my opinions. If you don't like them, stop watching my videos. It's that simple. Because lately, people have been coming out against me. And it's probably because they're nervous. And they're really afraid of me being right. And they think I move the markets. Guys, I don't move the market. I mean, well, a lot of people watch me who have a lot of followers, right? But I don't, and I might influence them. But at the end of the day, they're all moon boys. All right, till next time.